This is perception of the world. I saw the ad for the new Jaguar, the new logo, and the ad for itself, and it's horrible. I'm a fan of cars. It doesn't matter if it's a little hatchback, a hot hatch, a Mustang, Camaro, Ferrari, whatever it is. Jaguars. I do like Jaguars. But here's the news from the Independent. Kill a British icon. Jaguars modernist rebrand sparks anger and mockery online. The new ad is just horrible. Here's the new ad. If you didn't know this was an ad for Jaguar, if I didn't know this was a Jaguar ad, I would thought it was some kind of wacky high-end fashion that's just a waste of money. I mean, this looks like a bunch of high-end fashion that really I never seen anyone, no matter where I've been, where I lived, I've never seen anyone wear high-end fashion. That's just me. I lived in multiple different states, been over to Europe in several different countries, major cities. One of them was Rome in Italy. It's I've never seen anyone wear major fashion. Let's continue. Copy nothing. And that's their new font right there. Where's the car? Here, let me show you a good ad for Jaguar.
Have you ever noticed how in Hollywood movies all the villains are played by Brits?
We've seen this car more times in this ad than we've seen in the last ad. Well, obviously, we didn't see a car in the last ad, but you see the Jaguar F Type multiple times in this ad. Even without context, if you're just watching this, it's the British villain 2015. You can look it up. You can check out the whole ad. I'll play it piece by piece. I'm gonna have to mute it just so I don't have an issue.
Thank you, Mary.
We get to see the car, we get to see the car in motion, and we get to hear the car.
We're more focused.
And they keep showing the car throughout the ad. Now this is one of those like mini, what do they call that? Mini 2 minute, movie clip ad thing, but it's still an ad for Jaguar for the F Type.
With a certain style, an eye for detail. And we're obsessed by power.
This is an ad for cars. And to even bring up a better point, that's the actual sound of that Jaguar. You actually did. You copied a fashion house. You copied a crazy fashion house. That's what you copied. All I need to see on there is one Gucci, Fendi, Prada, whatever the all the different brands, especially the ones that do this kind of crazy high fashion, which it's like a lot of other things. I do not think that's fashion. That's just it looks like it belongs in some kind of really actually bad. I know someone had put in work. I know people put in effort, but then you have to think about this. Someone went to an advertising company, say, we want to advertise our new car. It's a new car, and they explained to them what it is, and they came up with this. They could have gone to Shutterstock, just picked up some photos, maybe some videos, and then put in, even if they're not going to show the new car yet, or they can just show it in the camouflage. I had a better one. They had better cars and a couple videos of the cars, but they could have gone to Shutterstock and got a bunch of stuff of the different. They had like a classic Jaguar, and they could have been like, we remember our heritage, but we also see the future. And then, they show clips of the older Jaguars, and then, they show clips of the camouflage new Jaguar. Now it's time for the next level, next event. At all the things they could have done, all they had to do, like I said before, take some photos. They probably have a small collection of photos and videos. They probably wouldn't even need to go to Shutterstock in their own library and say, this is our past, our present, and now here's the future. But they didn't do that. They made this. It makes no sense to me. This is allegedly now. Either this was corporate espionage. Some other company is trying to buy Jaguar from Land Rover, Range Rover, which is owned by an Indian company. And so they got someone on the inside to ruin his company, or it was just pure incompetence. Because do not forget, people had to approve this, and I think this was actually in-house the advertising side, but I'm not sure. I'm not certain because I can't find who did this. If you go anywhere else, usually the advertising companies will have their name up there front and center. You can find it somewhere. Oh, they did the ad for Ferrari, they did the ad for Porsche, for Volkswagen, for Ford. That I cannot find. So like I said, whoever did this, they don't know about cars, or it's sheer incompetence, or it's corporate espionage. What it is or what it isn't, I don't know. This is all alleged. This is my take on the situation for the Jaguar ad. Maybe they can fix this situation. Maybe they can't. The cars do not look good. They look pretty horrible, and they went all electric. So, yeah, electric is not the answer. And this is not because I am, a fan of cars. Look, there's some cool electric, racing cars out there. There's the Sterling. That is an awesome all-electric car. It even can hang itself upside down with its fan system. They took the car, they put it upside down, up force now technically, holding it upside down on the rolled over platform. Look, there's many cool electric cars out there. There's many hybrids. Look, even Toyota's new Toyota Prius is an amazing hybrid, and it actually looks good. There's nothing wrong with electric cars when done right. This Jaguar is just horrible.